I do like being progressive. Heads up. That's cool. It's them again. The people who make questionable video games. Wow, they're just going through these logos. They're going for a speed run. This FMV was made on tens of dollars. When FMV as seen on the PlayStation 1. Wow, it's Backyard Baseball. Licensed by the Major Baseball League. Major League Baseball, MLB. Okay. Well. It looks like this does not have a manual credit roll. So that makes this either... This will end up being a short video game, or this will end up being an extremely long video game. Interesting. A scary prospect indeed. I think that this game is cropped correctly too. It's a little hard to tell with this one, but I think it's actually got the correct aspect ratio. This is like a pretty standard GameCube aspect ratio. Like a lot of games punch in on this, so I don't think I need to touch the crop on this one. So we got season play, pickup game, Hall of Fame. So pickup games like there's no tutorials for this, huh? All right, well, let's just start with like a pickup game. They just give you the controls here.
Hi there, folks. Get ready for another great game, all you baseball fans.
He's Surface Tenchi.
We're at the magnificent junkyard today.
Oh, this game has like no money, huh? It's this kind of one. Okay. Hey, Hiro Laha.
Hey! I love everything about the junkyard, except the smell.
All right.
Thanks, Abner. In today's game, we have the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Minnesota Twins.
What you got here is one team that wants to win and another that wants to stop them from winning. Let's check out the Cardinals. These kids are loaded with talent, Sonny, but it takes more than talent to get to the top. You know, the first Cardinal to win Rookie of the Year was the great Wally Moon back in 1954.
How long does this go on?
Let's see some baseball.
I'm sure you could skip it, but like... I'm a little shocked that that bit went on as long as it did. So I'm going to make a very straightforward admission here, chat. I don't really know how baseball works. I have some knowledge of baseball because I've watched a lot of TV shows and anime that have baseball episodes. So I have learned some things about baseball through the lens of that. All right, so we got some kind of coordinated strategy stuff here. Yes, the good old St. Louis junkyard. What's my art tag? I do not have an art tag, but evidently I need one because people are actually making fan art things, which is awesome. But it was not really a thing for like 3-4 years. So, but yeah, because I'm playing a children's game, it shouldn't be complicated, which is why I chose this. Ain't no credit clear. Okay, so I'm the one who's pitching. And that's what we got a screwball, fastball, and our curve. Let's go for a fastball. It's not telling me how to play. So I guess if I want to know how to play, I have to get the manual.
Here's the pitch.
Is that pitcher smiling or grimacing? Either way, it's intimidating.
You're doing very well. Tosses it to second.
What are we doing here? I thought I was
Looks in.
screwball. Like, I thought I was doing this. Why isn't it working? Oh, you have to press A.
Ichiro has it. Stepping up to the
Okay.
plate, Kenny Kawaguchi.
You like my design? Oh, thank you.
This kid eats 10 strawberry waffles before each and every home game for luck. 15 when they're on the road.
Okay, so now I'm the one who's going to be hitting, or no? No, I'm still pitching. Okay, I guess I'm the red cap ones. Let's do curveball.
The pitch. Looks in.
Do fastball.
Here's the pitch.
You gotta protect the plate when you're in the hole too.
Oh, thank you, Ayasami.
The windup and the pitch. Stepping up to the plate, Mikey Thomas.
What we've got here is a kid who loves baseball. Baseball and cheese. Hey, who doesn't? Well done.
The windup and the pitch. The score's tied at 0.
And sometimes they refuse to bat. Score Utronic.
Settling into the boxes, Pablo Sanchez.
Doesn't look like I'm learning a whole lot from the quick play, and I doubt that the quick play is going to get a credit roll. So I'm a little skeptical on that, but sometimes these games don't have credit rolls. That also happens too. Unfortunately, there's not a way to verify this with every video game, because not everybody includes the credits in their long plays or recordings on YouTube. So it's really hard to figure that out sometimes. But if you ever want to make fan art stuff, I do have some references on my Blue Sky. So like on the pinned message, I always type that wrong. It's this one. So if you go there, you can find some stuff. There is one for the swimsuit that's a separate thing. Unfortunately, you can't have 2 pins. Maybe I could have made that in the reply or something. I should have done that. I wasn't thinking about that. There's a lot of things I should think more about. Anyway.
The pitch.
Okay, so now I'm the one who's doing it. Okay.
A lot like the kid who was eyeballing my Nacho Supremo Grande before the game.
We're number 1. The pitch.
This is,
Just looking to make
interesting.
contact
The windup and the pitch. Kenny.
That kid's in a wheelchair. What?
Now batting, Vicky Kawaguchi.
here. If they had baseball playing robots, all these kids would be out of work. What a shame.
Here's the pitch.
Okay, I'm getting the idea of what they want here.
Guessing out there, folks. The hide was knocked off that one. This batter doesn't want a piece of that ball. It's all or nothing.
Here it comes. Kenny scoops it.
A lot of this seems to be,
At the end of the
much
inning,
like real
there's no
baseball,
score.
very RNG, right?
Seeing a lot of
Like, I'm
great
not seeing a
plays out there
strategy
today.
here that's like, you're gonna win if you just do this thing every time, right? Maybe some of the characters have stats, like they say good power hitter or whatever.
Has never seen this kid banging dingers.
Rhubarb, yeah.
Here it comes. Looks in. Look over here, batter, batter, batter. You can't play. The delivery. Looks in. Why am I here?
Ball.
It's important that the pitcher hit his targets here today, folks. There are some real pros swinging those bats.
There's credits in the main menu under Hall of Fame. Oh, that's where they shoved them? Okay. That's good to know. Thank you for letting me know. That means this will not be a 500-year GameCube game. We've had some very long GameCube games this year. That's part of why the number in progress went down as much as it did. Because of that. Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy took like 22 hours or something. And then like Wind Waker took like 23. And there was like other ones that were like 8 hours, 10 hours, stuff like that.
Here's the pitch.
Long plays are not fully accurate because some long plays they don't follow the rules that I do with some of the stuff in the GameCube challenge.
Here's the pitch.
So they're not really a good barometer just off of the length of the video. Like, they'll like edit stuff. And like, not even like out of like cheating or deception. Like, sometimes literally in the comments they'll say it. They'll be like, I edited this video, blah 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 blah.
We've got Jorge Garcia.
And stuff like that. So like, it's not really a good way to figure it out. It depends. It always depends on what they say about their long play, if they say anything. Mathematically, the way that I do it, when I look at a long play for any research or reference in the GameCube challenge,
Here's the pitch. That was a Pablo. Picks it up. 2 first.
I don't know how to pitch.
Throw to third.
They didn't tell me.
Into the boxes. Here comes.
Okay, you can do this to change your thing.
Here it comes. Strike.
Rutabaga? Why are we saying that?
The windup and the pitch. Ichiro picks it up. The throw home.
I don't know what I'm looking at here.
What a play! That'll earn a power up.
Okay.
Here's another.
But I didn't see anybody to tag. And it just kept going, so... Sure.
Here's the pitch.
I'm a little surprised there's not, like, a mainline tutorial for a kid's game. They sort of just, like, expect you to have the manual, I guess. Where the hell's the ball? What?
And they score a run.
Where's the ball? It just showed up out of nowhere. Let's look at that replay. The ball was invisible. And then it showed and popped out of the ground. Like, the ball was the ball underground somehow? What are we to take from this?
The windup and the pitch.
So in other words, this is not a traditional baseball game. This is kind of just doing its own thing, and it's not going to really teach me much at all about baseball itself.
Strike. The delivery
Ball.
from the stretch.
Yeah, I put it too much out of the range. The children crave baseball. Do the llama dance.
The Twins won.
That looks like it was made by the guy who did that video project for his university that said thanks for nothing at the end. The one with the Earthbound music or whatever.
Stepping up to
And then it's like the bear dancing.
Here's the windup.
The call-in video project or whatever. Colin's bear animation? Yeah, something like that was called. Yeah, it reminds me of that. Same kind of fidelity. Alright, so we can do some batting here.
Here's the pitch.
It's important that the pitcher hit his targets here today, folks.
It sure fucking is.
Swinging those bats.
The pitch.
The timing on that sure is not good feeling.
Now we've got
It's very delayed, the swings. They're very delayed.
Which is the best place in the park to hit from.
And not really accurate to the guideposts.
Here's the pitch. Jorge has it.
Very productive.
At bat now, we've got Keisha Phillips.
Who likes hot dogs? This batter right here, I'll bet.
Yeah, that like guidepost doesn't help you at all, really. You just kind of have to look at the ball.
Here's the pitch.
Let's get 'em.
Reminds me of the Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2003 game that I shelved, where it had all these guides to tell you where your putt would go and stuff, and it would lie to you constantly about what it would actually be. It's kind of the same thing here with this. You're getting the same kind of vibe here.
Here's the pitch. Takes a peek.
Yep. This sure is some kind of form of a baseball.
Our score here is the Cardinals 0, the Twins 1.
Yeah. With a parent or legal guardian of Kyle Erickson, please report to the information desk. BBL. Barry Bonds was the most rated out dude in the most rated out era of baseball. He would launch 500-foot nukes like it was nothing. Jesus. So when you say roided out, like, yeah, literally taking steroids or drugs or whatever and all that. Interesting. I mean, I know that's definitely like a well-known thing in professional sports.
The right fielder running and
Olympics is a big fan of that too. Oh, it's the wheelchair dude.
This kid hits like a swarm of killer bees.
Apparently this kid's really good.
I think.
that's an out. Stepping up to the plate, Mikey Thomas.
Is the volume level good for this or too quiet? I could bump it up if it needs to be bumped up. A bumbix bug. Welcome on in. Never confirmed, but like pretty obvious, yeah.
The pitch.
Good old foul.
The delivery.
Which baseball game is it, chat, that has like the JRPG, like high-end JRPG music that doesn't belong in a baseball game? Is it Kenny Griffin's Baseball or whatever for the Super Nintendo? Is that the one?
Settling into the boxes.
It's one of those. I never owned that one, but it always fascinated me that it had like this completely like out of control soundtrack for a friggin' baseball game that didn't really seem to fit at all, but it was like, wow, okay.
The windup and the pitch.
Just looking to make contact here.
Here's the pitch.
Not sure how much you get out of hearing more.
To the boxes. Pedro Martinez.
Say no more. I will increase the volume level. It seems like a very quiet game overall. It doesn't even seem to ever get loud.
The pitch. Amir gets it.
You can either tire a pitcher out by
Yeah, that's the one. Ken Griffey winning run. That's what I was thinking of. Maybe it was made by Rare.
Here's the pitch.
How do you... Man.
At the end of the inning, the Cardinals are trailing by 1.
It's the llama again. Good stuff. That's gotta hurt. BBL.
Settling into the boxes, Lisa Crockett.
Alright, we're pitching now.
The pitch. Here's the windup.
Yeah, the graphics in this game are really, really rough.
Barry Bonds gets it. Now back
Okay.
to Billie Jean Blackwood.
The chance of a double play here is high, Sonny. This kid is going to have to hit smart.
Leans in for the
Like,
sign.
I haven't seen many GameCube games that are punching on this low of fidelity. This is like N64. Just without, like, the classic N64 blur techniques and stuff. Like, this is,
Jorge Garcia.
one of the cheapest looking GameCube games I've seen so far in the library. I'm trying to think of something that would even be close to this. And I guess the closest I can think of is Sum of All Fears, like Tom Clancy's Sum of All Fears. That was basically an honorary N64 game. So I guess that would be the only one that comes close to this tier of fidelity.
Here it comes.
Yeah, her fit was pretty good. Ace Bedoinkle. Oh, that kid's small.
Pablo fields it. At bat now, we've got
Original PC version was more considered. Yeah, doesn't surprise me. Uh-oh, ball. We don't want them balls.
the pitch. Ichiro gets to it. We go to the bottom of the 4th with the score, the Cardinals 0.
Not a lot of scores
Twins
here.
1.
Low numbers. Low numbers. This is no NHL hits. We can't just get
Stepping up to
the big
plate,
number.
Mickey Kawaguchi.
This kid knows how to stay
This
cool
this
with the
kid here
blades
just
by
looks
fighting
like,
fire with fire.
This kid looks like she's from, like, Charlie Brown.
Randy Johnson. Fields
Well, she's
it.
gone now.
Pitcher looks in.
We saw her for 2 seconds.
Here it comes. Get flying.
So I don't seem to have any control over moving between bases here. It all seems to be completely automated. The only thing I seem to ever do in this game is, like, just control, like, maybe half or 1/3 of the game. That seems to be what we're doing here.
Here's the pitch.
This pitcher is looking good out there on the mound today. Completely color coordinated.
A bunt. Picks it up.
The bunt seems... I wonder if the bunt is actually more reliable. Because the AI is probably less likely to do an instant out or anything like that. It's all, like, going to be RNG at the end of the day. But,
Here it comes.
it's all RNG at the end of the day, but it's
Smiling or grimacing?
interesting to
Either
think
way,
about. Let me
it's
try bunt again.
A bunt.
Yeah,
Has it.
it seems to be more consistent results. That took them way longer.
Now batting, Keisha Phillips. Leans in.
Controlling half the game is usually baseball games. Good to know. Good to know. Like, I've not really played baseball games by and large. There was one that I tried for the PS3 that my dad bought or something. And I, like, tried it for a bit. And I'm like, I have no idea what to do. And I just didn't play any more of it. We also have, I think we still own it, actually. We have Roger Clemens Baseball on the Super Nintendo. And that was another one I just didn't, like, wasn't too interested in and didn't really understand what I was doing. Alrighty.
Here's the pitch.
God damn.
Takes a peek. Here it comes.
God, fuck.
Takes a peek.
Swinging in this is very unintuitive.
Here it comes. Lisa makes an
Really?
That ends the inning.
Brutal. Brutal.
At the end of the inning, the Cardinals are down by
70s
one.
night. What? For kids? The most out-of-sight costume. I like this Humongo Vision thing, but it's very strange. This is a very strange video game. I'm kind of glad I went in blind on this one and just literally never even looked at any footage. Usually I don't do that with the GameCube challenge, but
Here's the pitch.
it seemed like this was the best possible experience I could have.
Strike.
They're really not too interested in taking swings unless it's the last swing, huh?
Here it comes.
Or even not then.
Settling into the boxes, Randy Johnson.
This is another one of these games that's actually a pretty good test for the analog sensitivity on your controller. If I were to plug in one of the third-party ones, it would like be almost impossible to
The pitcher gets
not
set.
have the controls do anything but this. Like there's a Retro Fighters GameCube controller I have that's complete fucking dog shit. And I guarantee if I plug that in, it would be a struggle to make it do anything other than this. like I would be doing this would be nearly impossible. An interesting thing.
Here it comes. Looks in.
A lot of the features that this game has seem to be
Stepping up to the plate.
a lot of what you would expect,
The pitcher gets
where
set.
it has more meaning if you're playing against another person. That's the vibe. Like a lot of this otherwise just seems extremely performative and kind of just whatever.
Takes a quick look.
Like a lot of the stuff I'm doing does not actually matter. Like whether it's a curveball, fastball, whatever,
We move to the bottom of the
doesn't really
fifth
make
with
much
our
of a difference
score,
with the
the
pitch, because
Cardinals, 0,
what the
the
fuck? Got a weird fish,
Twins,
dude. Okay. Alright. Fantastic, sure. I don't need any more context than that. That's fine. We'll go with it.
Settling into the boxes, Ichiro.
Do you think these batters
I
ever
do
feel
like a
bad the
Humongo
way they
vision.
beat on that cute little baseball?
Why was that a foul? I didn't have any control over that outcome. It just happened. I guess it's just RNG.
Here's the pitch.
I guess it's just an RNG video game. That's fine.
I love to watch this batter hit. Heck,
All right.
think the kid strikes out pretty too.
Just one of the many
A bunt.
that are just this.
Gets it. Stepping up to the plate, Pedro Martinez.
I suppose that's just what the video game is about.
Here it comes. Looks in.
I don't even know how you get a home run in this. Like,
The delivery.
I don't know what accomplishes that, whether it's like
Gonna make contact,
statistics or
Here it comes.
what the timing is of the ball.
Gets fire.
That screen's pretty spot on. Yeah.
Scoops
Cool,
it.
cool.
kid. The
Oh, it's
only
true.
thing
Yes,
this
lots of
batter
sports
likes
in
is
real
the
life,
picture where you press
and
it
sometimes
on
even a
and
game
see
is
3D,
RNG.
You know?
Definitely, absolutely. It's just that this one's like more surprising because it's like it really just feels like whatever buttons you press don't matter. it's like just yeah, okay. Like the only thing that really seems to make a difference is the bunt, and only sometimes. Like I try when I can to analyze these games to try and figure out what they're about, right?
Gets fire. Safe.
I like to try and learn things and observe what's happening in them. And this game's kind of just sort of just whatever. It's just doing its thing.
We move to the final frame with
It's
our
random.
score. The Cardinals.
Like that's the thing. It's just kind of a little unremarkable in that regard, where it's like, yeah, there are buttons you can press on the controller, and they all seem to have basically the same outcome, and there you go. That's what the game seems to be.
The pitcher looks in.
And it's also just outside of the rather very amusing and entertaining Humongo vision, which is definitely the highlight of this game. This game is extremely lacking in sauce and blend.
Boxes. Might
The
be
Humongo
time.
vision is the only thing that's giving it any juice. Otherwise, this is quite dire. What the fuck is that baseball doing?
This will be a double, maybe a triple.
Oh, so this game's just broken. Okay,
They're headed home. Scoops it.
gotcha. So about things not mattering in the video game.
It's another classic baseball matchup. Kid with
So
bat
about
versus
that.
kid with ball.
The delivery.
You can't be afraid to throw
Dodgers
straight
did that in the season of '87. Yeah.
Y'all can't catch a lick. The pitch.
Truly, this is video games.
Takes a quick look.
Yeah, going to a ball game only for the Jumbotron. That's right. You got me dead to rights.
The delivery. Stepping up to the plate. Billy
But yeah, no, like just the graphics of this game are really rough, chat. Like this is possibly the most N64 core I've ever seen a GameCube game. Like I said, the only thing that gets anywhere close to this is Sum of All Fears, the Tom Clancy game.
The pitch.
This runs better than that, though.
This pitcher's
The
got
fucking
a
Sum of
real
All
game
Fears
face
game
on
also
out there.
ran at like 15 FPS. It was like, that game was hilarious. That game was
The pitcher looks in.
very short and just baffling.
Here it comes, y'all.
A lot of people probably didn't get to see that game because it was short. Like, I don't think that headlined a stream. I think it was just like another one I put in after another game was done. They should have let me play that hat game.
Stepping up to the plate, Derek Jeter.
Whoever said 2 wrongs don't make a right has never seen this kid banging dingers.
Amir gets to it.
So if they have actual athletes, why is one of them in a wheelchair? Did one of the athletes get wheelchair bound? like after the fact, and they just stuck with that. How have I been liking it so far? So, Manobee, I did just explain that, but the short version of it is I find it's very bland and rough looking. Also, the game is fundamentally broken because literally like 5 minutes or less ago, the ball physics like just got possessed and went insane and made it completely impossible for you to get the ball. There's also one time that the ball just went invisible and then popped out of the ground. So, like, the screensaver might have just made a clip about one of those things. So you can look at that.
Just looking to make contact here.
I mean, I hope the ball does that again, too.
The pitch. Can't believe it.
But otherwise, like, this game is just mostly bland outside of the Humongotron, which is quite amusing.
Two pair of socks for every game of the season. Me, I just have the one pair.
This game's just sort of just very nothing.
Here it comes. This will be a double, maybe a triple.
I don't hate it. I just don't really feel anything about it one way or the other.
Get buying.
And I have a feeling that some sports games in the challenge are just going to be that. Oh, thank you, Screensaver.
Always reminds me of the short guy from that movie about baseball.
Another. Kenny gets to it. This one's
Put it
down.
on Steam a while back. I see.
Too bad there isn't room for two in the winner's circle.
Oh, they're showing this one
Here's a
again.
pretty tiny circle. Two would
Well, it's a
be
little
real
different this time, I
sweet.
guess, but still.
It was close, but the
I want to see the llama again, or the weird fish. Or maybe throw in a new one. Show me like a giraffe.
Final score, the Cardinals.
Oh, it just immediately ends. Wow, just instant back here. Okay. So the credits are in the Hall of Fame. Okay. Yeah, that was mentioned earlier. I just wanted to double check. Home Run Derby. Sure. So it's different areas. We saw Junkyard before. Aquadome. Let's look at Stadium. So there are stats. So there's stats in the game. Whether they do anything is really up to your own interpretation here.
Come on, pick me.
Because see, that's the thing that you can learn from playing a lot of video games, especially like doing a console challenge, is you have to understand. You have to understand that video games just have things in them sometimes, and they don't actually do anything. like that's something I've really learned a lot in the GameCube challenge, is that just because you see something, like you see these numbers or stats or whatever, it doesn't actually mean it's true or that it does a thing. Sometimes it is true. Sometimes it does something. Other times it's like, well, who knows? I mean, this guy's stats seem pretty high overall, so I would assume, yeah. It says pro kids, so I assume that almost everybody listed here is like got good stats or is like a real all-star athlete or something. Yeah, Konami made a lot of sports games that were really cool. I actually did one of them for the GameCube challenge already, the ESPN Winter sports thing or whatever, or Olympic or whatever it was. And that was neat. It wasn't like amazing, but it was neat. And it has some like very selectively awesome music. Like some of the music in that was like really good. That's another one that not many people got to see. Yeah, like I accepted. Do I go back? Okay, it's really laggy. What? Well, now you're just making me do it again. Why? Can I start? Do I have to select multiples? Oh, I have to select multiples. Okay, that's the issue. There's a robot.
Settling into the boxes, Sammy Sosa.
In this situation, it's best to plan on getting a hit.
The windup and the pitch. pitcher looks in. The pitch.
My controller rumbled.
Home run! Settling into the boxes, Sean Green.
Yeah, this
This kid's got
background's
more grit than a beach full of sand.
at some real mega low fidelity. It's true.
The pitch. Here's the pitch.
That was productive.
Stepping up to the plate, Ahmed Khan.
This batter can explode up there at the plate. I mean, the kid can hit. I don't mean the kid will blow up. That's just
Okay.
crazy.
Bouncing ball.
This is just kind of sad to you.
The pitch.
I see. Yeah, no, this is, like I was saying, one of the ugliest games I've seen on the
And now,
GameCube.
We've got Sammy Sosa.
Why don't I simple hit it with bat? Why don't you try fucking
The
typing?
delivery.
Why don't you type a full fucking sentence with proper grammar?
The pitcher looks in. The windup and the pitch.
Oh, foul.
Looks in for the sign.
It is you who have been owned.
Pitch.
You have been shrunk into a corn cob. Really? All right.
At bat now, we've got Sean Green.
Sometimes the difference between a hit and a miss is how tight your hat is.
You love that. Love that forever old corn cob.
gets set.
Awesome.
Here it comes.
Darn. I love that really slow crow in the background that's like
Now, we've got Ahmed
really low
Khan.
fidelity. It's probably just like a moving,
Here's the
like,
pitch.
nothing. I don't know. Is that even gonna... No, I'm gonna count. Like, it's way
Looks
off
in
to the
for
side.
sign. The windup and the pitch. So long, baseball.
All this is really showing me is just how, like, this game is
Here it
just
comes.
put together with, like, fucking
Goodbye, baseball.
gum and thumbtack. like that's all this is telling me is that mode of like hitting things with the bat is it's really just super rough. So this is where you would save and like do the season play and stuff. I want to check out the other. So yeah, we'll do that. That's all fine. Yep. I want to check out another arena here. Let's look at Fraser Field. Let's get these roided out players here all going. All lined up real nice. They did point and click adventure games on PC beforehand. Yeah, Pajama Sam, Putt Putt, yeah.
This batter always reminds me of the short guy from that
I
movie
can see it.
about baseball.
How does it go backwards? How is that possible on a swing? What? This game has interesting physics.
Here's the windup.
This game has ideas.
The windup and the pitch. Now batting, Barry Bonds.
Some kids like to go up there swinging. This kid starts swinging the night before.
That's the best looking rainbow ever.
Long gone.
Love that rainbow. Just hit the ball backwards again somehow.
The pitch.
It's timing based. I mean, most of this seems to be timing based. There's some position stuff that matters, but I kind of know some of it was timing based. Still doesn't explain why that's happening. Oh, I hit a person that looked like sick.
Here's the pitch.
If only there was feedback for it.
Here's the pitch. So
Yeah, I
long,
wanted to hit the
baseball.
PNG people. It looked like I was really, really close. I like that PNG person moving with the fish. Foul.
Here's the windup. Here it comes.
Yippee!
Baseball.
That one went
The
pretty
pitcher gets
far.
set. The windup and the pitch. Hasta la vista. At bat
Awesome.
now, we've got Barry Bonds.
This game is an all-timer, chat.
Batter has what it takes to get the job done. Oh no, wait. Baseball, I hardly knew yet.
Here it comes. Adios.
I really didn't know what to expect, but it has surprised me.
Gone. Now batting Alex Rodriguez. Looks in. Here's the pitch.
Wow.
The pitch. Gone.
Gone.
The pitch.
It's almost kind of comical how it transitions like instantaneously to that really cheap menu and then back to like the game. Let me look at more of these. So we got Wheeler Access, Boardwalk. I don't think we looked at Desert Buttes, otherwise known as Desert Butts. Oh wow, this looks amazing. That tree looks incredible. Is there like a lizard or two up there? That's
Settling into the
cool.
box is Sammy Sosa. The pitch.
I love the sphere
Hasta
tree.
la vista.
This looks like a place where Goku would go to do a fight,
Pitcher gets
where there's
set.
no people or animals.
Here it comes. Long gone. Now batting Alex Rodriguez.
This kid's brought a whole bucket of sass to the game today.
Here it comes.
Thank you, Goku.
Long gone.
Yeah, thank you, Goku.
The pitch. The windup and the pitch.
These pitches are mean.
Settling into the
You know
box
what's a
is
game that has a
Barry
really
Bonds.
good home run, like, bat mode?
Here it comes.
Home run contest in Smash Brothers
Takes a
Melee?
quick look.
That's a good time.
Here's the pitch.
Anyway, I just thought I'd mention that because this is the same console that has Smash Brothers Melee on it. And I'm playing backyard baseball.
Hasta la vista. At bat now.
You know,
we've
games
got
of very
Sammy
similar
Sosa.
quality, of course.
The windup and the pitch. Looks in.
Yeah, Sakurai is having a hard time answering backyard baseball on the Nintendo GameCube.
See ya. The delivery.
Oh wow, it almost went past it too.
Settling into the boxes, Alex Rodriguez.
The batter is warmed up and ready to play baseball.
Wow, that's baseball.
Adios. The pitch.
I'm definitely getting better at this.
Bye-bye.
I have a feeling though that it will not work like this at all
The pitch.
in the normal game mode.
Stepping up to the plate.
Because they
Barry
have those
Bonds.
other, like, there's only
Pitcher
one
looks
thing
in.
I'm doing here. I'm pushing the A button. They don't let me use any other inputs for this. Whereas the other ones have different types of ways you can hit it.
Looks in.
Yeah, where's this guy in Smash?
The pitcher looks in.
We need the robot in Smash.
Here's the pitch.
If you can get the fucking
Solo
robot
baseball.
controller dude from the NES, Rob, we should be able to get this fucking guy. So I think we did Gator Flats, we did that. We did Junkyard as the first thing. I think the only thing maybe we haven't done is we Did we do Fraser Field? We maybe did. We didn't do Wheeler Acres, and these two are locked. Who cares? I don't think we did Boardwalk. Let's do Boardwalk. That looks like the saddest one yet, so let's do Boardwalk. I never had an NES, so... I only ever saw one, like, once in person. I don't even think I played it. I just, like, saw it at, like, a person's house. I'm like, yeah, that's an NES. That's cool. That's that square system that's kind of beige and white. I almost hit a seagull there. Let's, this one has a little more going on than the other ones did.
See ya.
Got some, like, objects and moving people that actually don't look like JPEGs.
Stepping up to the
So
plate,
that's cool.
Alex Rodriguez.
Every time I see this young batter, I think to myself, self, and then the kid. That one is Gonzville.
Hit sharply. Hasta la
That was a home run?
vista.
Really? Okay.
Here it comes.
Foul.
Settling into the boxes. Barry Bonds.
We're learning so much about baseball. This is a great introduction to baseball on the Nintendo GameCube.
By giving him the old hip, I think that one hit a satellite.
The windup and the pitch.
Fuck. That was a big flub.
Here's the pitch.
The Shade Me Shop.
Goodbye, baseball. At bat now, we've got Sammy Sosa. Here it comes. Gone.
Gone.
The pitch. See ya.
Slugfest cheats. Oh, yeah. What sports games don't cheat? Slugfest is that a Midway joint? Because Midway loves cheating.
At bat now, we've
That's
got
why you
Alex
play Midway
Rodriguez.
games on the lowest difficulty they'll let you.
When I first saw this batter head out of the on-deck circle, I knew he was headed for the plate. The kids call
Midway
that a
is like the
homer,
type
Sonny.
of developer for, at least when it came to sports games, where Midway would like make games with incredible sauce and presentation.
Here's the pitch.
Like, they were, like, top tier when it came to that aspect, and then just general fun with friends. The games were often very fun, very good, when you had another person to play with. But the AI cheats to absolute hell. Just absolute hell. I think most people probably know this from either experience or just being on Twitch Retro and seeing enough stuff, but, like, Midway AI in, like, almost all of their sports
Stepping up
games
to
is
the
just the
plate,
worst.
Barry Bonds. Looks in.
But their games could be very, very, like,
The delivery.
fun sometimes. Like, some really good stuff.
Home run.
Hey, Rubik. A modern version of this on mobile.
Pitch.
Interesting.
Hasta la vista.
I wonder if it's any better than this.
Here's the pitch.
It wouldn't be a high bar to clear. Oh, there's a clown up there.
Home run.
Well, that went far. Jesus. Really showing the fidelity of this video game here. All right. What else we got? Yeah, Midway did all of, like, the hits, the blitz. They did all those, yeah. And a whole bunch for different games and sports. Background assets are very unique. Yeah, all the it's in the Midway was on
Stepping
top
up
of
to the
that.
plate, Sammy Sosa.
This is extremely dire looking, this one.
Some kids like to go up there swinging. This kid starts swinging the night before. Baseball, I hardly knew yet.
Here's the pitch.
Sometimes you just hear the powerful noises of the Nintendo GameCube controller because they cannot be contained.
Here's the pitch.
Whenever I play Smash on this, it's gonna be the clackiest motherfucker
Now
you'll ever
batting
hear.
Alex Rodriguez. The pitcher looks in.
I guess this is the horror level. Could be. Oh, it's crop circles up over there, so I guess so.
The pitcher looks in. Here's the pitch.
Sure.
The pitcher gets set.
Birds following me? Fascinating.
That one is.
I think that hit one of the crows,
Now
but they wouldn't let me
batting
see it.
Barry Bonds.
Batting sure is different from fielding.
You should get extra
but
points
these
if you
kids
hit
have to
them.
be good at both, let
That's
me
what I
tell
think.
you.
Oh yeah, see that bird on the right there.
Here it comes.
Fuck. I was looking away from the screen for a second.
Here it comes.
Here it comes. Hey, it's a tornado. That's the best looking tornado I've ever seen. Oh, so what you're saying is it's not like they're mobile ports in the more traditional sense, like the thing you almost never see anymore. That's what you mean. Okay. Like not like that they're a live service thing. Okay. You don't need to at me though. It's fine. My chat's not that active. I'll be able to see it.
When you're up there at the plate, you've got to wait for the ball to come to you.
I'm not like a big time streamer. Maybe someday. That would be nice.
The windup and the pitch.
That would get me more money. Money is pretty cool, did you know?
The pitcher
That's
looks
my
in.
only motivation to stream, is to get money from my
The
viewers.
pitch.
I don't care about anything else, because as we know, streaming is a very profitable, lucrative field, and if you want to make a lot of
I can't
money,
imagine what this
streaming
batter's thinking about right now.
is the choice.
Unless it's a
There are
chili
definitely
dog.
not people
That one put a
within
hole
even
in
the
ozone.
retro Twitch community, so to speak,
Here's the pitch.
that have quit streaming or stopped doing it as a full-time thing because it didn't make them enough money. There's definitely nobody like
The
that.
pitch.
There's definitely like not people who have made a lot more money in a year's time or less
Settling
doing a
into the
different
box is
job than they
Barry
have in
Bonds.
all of their time streaming. Definitely has never happened.
On a day like today, that baseball sure is good hitting.
The pitch.
Hey, it's UFO with a cow.
So long, baseball.
This might be the best one. The best
Here it comes.
oh hell yeah.
See ya.
This might be the best one out of the bunch we tried, because it actually has some fun things in it, even if it looks bad. It has some fun little events.
The windup and the pitch.
Tornado, UFO, it has it all.
The pitch.
Crows. That didn't count, really? Alright. Seems like it was a lot easier to get home runs than some of these others because they have less obstacles. I don't know how you fucked that up, but that's okay.
Now batting, Alex.
I really need to
Rodriguez.
stream more UFO 50. I streamed like a little bit of it like a year ago when it came out.
The pitch.
I feel like it's probably about time to bring back
That
UFO
one
50.
is gone.
I kind of stopped streaming it because it got overexposed on Twitch. Like everybody and their fucking dog streamed it a lot. So I felt like people got really burned out on it. So I just shelved it for a while for streaming anyway. I also didn't end up going back to it on my own time because I'm a terrible person like that.
Barry Bonds.
This kid can't help but look good in a
But yeah,
hat.
UFO 50 is great. I definitely want to play more.
See ya.
And it recently came out on the Switch, so there might be some resurgence of interest in the game as well.
Here's the pitch.
From, speaking of Switch stuff, from the looks of it, I'm probably going to end up getting a Switch 2 because I'll be going half on it with a family member. That's the alleged plan that is in action. So, like, the idea is I'm probably going to get one around or on the day of the Pokemon bundle comes out. And that way I get a, whatever the latest Pokemon game is for substantially less money. And it, you know, comes with the game. I forget even what the name of the game is. It's like ZY or whatever the fuck they're calling it. Like, they had a weird name for it. But yeah, they're doing a bundle for that, like, early October. So I was thinking of going half on it with a family member and getting it then. So, you know, not too long from now. I mean, oh, there's a demo that's playing now.
Hi there, folks. Get ready for another great game, all
I don't know why they have a
baseball
demo, but okay, let's look at the
fans. We're
demo.
coming to you live from Fraser Field.
Maybe we didn't do Fraser Field, because I don't actually recognize any of this. Let's do Fraser Field. Fuck that. Let's get in there. Let's look at Fraser Field. Yeah, Pokemon Legends ZA, yeah. Yeah, and Bonanza is one of the big ones that I want to play, obviously. I don't think I would stream it because it's like new video game debuff is pretty powerful when it comes to something like that high profile, so a little hesitant to stream something like that. Not necessarily out of the question because maybe Donkey Kong, people knowing me as a person who is a Donkey Kong enjoyer and big streamer of Donkey Kong, maybe that would compensate for it being a new video game or one people have streamed. But it's a pretty good I won't stream it. It really depends.
The windup and the pitch. Adios. Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch.
Here it comes.
My understanding is that wasn't a remake. It was just a new entry, like a new game. I never got the impression it was a remake.
When a batter is nervous, you can see it in their ears. Or the eyes. The eyes of the ears.
Here it comes.
I thought it had a chance.
It seems like any of those low pitches just end up turning into a foul or something.
The delivery. Bye-bye.
Yeah, that Kirby Air Ride one comes off as a Sakurai pet project that he managed to, with his influence, to be able to greenlight.
Here it comes.
Kirby Air Ride wasn't like a complete showstopper, god tier, top selling video game, but that's honestly true of like most GameCube games. Because, you know,
Hasta la vista.
this might come as a shock to you. The GameCube was the least successful console of its generation.
Home run.
So as a result, the games did not sell that well. So the baseline of what did well on the Nintendo GameCube was very different compared to the other consoles, particularly the PlayStation 2.
Takes a quick look. The delivery.
But Sakurai should be allowed to do what he wants. He's worked hard.
Stepping up to the plate. Very ball.
So I'm happy for him.
Looks in.
Other than that, like, just even setting aside Sakurai's pet projects and interests in his whims, it strikes me as a bit odd to even have a Kirby Air Ride sequel. Because that's not exactly a game that people went crazy for or even talked that much about. Like, it was barely a thing mentioned on the internet, even back when it was new. Apparently now it's saving. Why? Didn't do that before. That's weird. Alright, what else we got here? Nothing, really. I think we've seen all of it. Except those two locked ones that probably unlock when you, like, win a season or something. Or what else? Whatever else you do. I think we've kind of seen everything. Other than a season play, like... that is just going to be some luck-based affair, right? It's probably not a whole lot going on here. You never guess by looking at Retro Gaming YouTube for Air Ride's popularity or the GameCube's popularity. Oh, yeah.
Oblivion Bird donated 20.
Oblivion Bird, thank you very much for donating 20. Thank you very much. I love everybody's support. It's been very generous and very kind. So thank you very much. And for those who do not understand my absurd donation goal, it's pretty simple. It's just hard to explain in a donation. It's hard to explain in a donation descriptor because you only have so much space to put in text. I would like to get a new GPU because the GPU I have is very low on VRAM, 10 gigabytes of VRAM. I do a lot of very intensive stuff with my stream. Despite the fact I'm playing retro games, it is quite taxing. I do a lot of shit on the back end, and the VTubing stuff is not exactly free to run. I would like to have a better GPU that can better facilitate that. And also, ideally, make it possible at all for me to stream literally anything that's remotely new. It's not like the biggest focus of my streaming content, but it would be nice to be able to do stuff like play like fucking Resident Evil 2 remake or whatever the fuck else, like, and not have everything choke and die. So, you know, that's basically the motivation of that. And GPUs are incredibly expensive, as people know. So that's basically the deal with that. And the added incentive and bonus is that you, I would start a new series when the goal is met. I would start a new series of streams where I tackle my childhood games and beat them, such as Home Improvement Power Tool Pursuit, Bubsy 2, Bubsy 3D. There's a lot. There's like a whole bunch of them. I need to still make that list so that people can see what those games would be. But there's definitely enough there to justify a full stream series. And there are still some good games in there too. Like there's like Command & Conquer Red Alert. I never beat the campaign on that. There's a whole variety of things in there for sure. It would also mean that I would actually have to beat stuff like Bugs Bunny Lost in Time, which I actually streamed last year and stopped because I remembered why I never beat that game. Yeah, so I think that's how are you feeling, chat? I think that's about it. Other than doing a season play and going through that, where are we at? Do you think we're done? Do you think this is good? Because there's basically, like, from what I can tell, there's really nothing to this game. Like, there's almost nothing going on. Like, it's kind of just completely comatose and brain dead. So there's probably not really anything else to see from this one. Pretty reasonable, I think, to probably roll credits on this.
Spadoinkle donated 10.
Spadoinkle, thank you for donating 10. Thank you very much. Very appreciative. But yeah, so the goal is contributed through Ko-fi donations. That said, if like I do get any extra windfall of money through other sources, I would definitely lower that amount of dollars or whatever for the donation goal. So like if say I get like a big Twitch sub thing or Twitch payout or whatever, I would like, you know, pool that in where I could and you know, lower the goal amount or complete the goal amount that way. So, but otherwise, Ko-fi is what I prefer for direct support and donations. But I understand if people, you know, don't want to use PayPal or whatever. I completely understand and respect that decision. There is like another option with Ko-fi where you can use like Stripe. But whenever I looked into Stripe, it basically wanted to dox me. Was the impression I got. Like it was just felt like it was trying to dox me. So I didn't really feel comfortable with Stripe being added into Ko-fi. So Ko-fi is only just the PayPal donations currently. So I understand if you want to use something else. But that's basically the gist with that. You know, Slam, welcome on in. Big beautiful ladies champions, hell yeah. Man. So yeah, like I was saying though, typically with sports games in the GameCube Challenge, the general rule set that I try to follow with these is I try to do some kind of like tournament or a seasonal play and beat the game that way. Like beat in quotes, right? Hey, Bubble Roxy. So I try to beat it like in that fashion, right? Like try to give some kind of a goal or structure to it and do it that way. However, yes, there is a season play in this, and that in a way would be a way to tackle it. However, this game's kind of brain dead and comatose in a way that is not compelling or interesting. So if chat's okay with me moving on, then I will. And it sounds like chat's okay with me moving on to a different game. To a different game. This game is very rough. This game is very rough. It doesn't exactly have the drip of some other sports games like a midway title, so there's a little less appeal going on here. Like, I'm fine with doing a slog. I've done slogs before. Many times in the challenge. But yeah. As long as people are fine with it and consider this, like, beaten or whatever, then that's fine. So yeah, we'll roll credits. Humongous entertainment. As much as you can beat a sports game, right? So many sports games, you can't really beat them. Some wrestling games you can. Unfortunately. So like some games like WWE Day of Reckoning, there is a very specific way you roll the credits in that, and it's not pretty. It's not good. There's a reason that one was shelved. So every now and then you're gonna get one that's really rough like that. But yeah, this game's pretty unfortunate. There's a few things I like about it, but it's pretty unfortunate. I hope nobody paid any real notable amount of money for this when it came out. I'm not even really sure what Infogrames, if that's how you say it. I think that's how you say it. It's like French or whatever. I'm not even sure if Infogrames did a whole lot. From what I'm looking at, it seemed to be... They sort of contributed a part of the development, but a lot of it seemed to be QA and, like, marketing. So they didn't really seem to be the lead developers. They were more, like, secondary, and Humongous Entertainment was the ones who made most of the game. Looking at the credits, that seems to be what's going on here. Just kind of like they just sort of subsidized some of the development and then handled some of the marketing. And that really seemed to be the main thing here. Otherwise, it was mostly just Humongous Entertainment. So there you go. That's Backyard Baseball on the Nintendo GameCube. So I guess that's game number 66 completed. As much as you could complete this, I guess. So there you go.